Hi, everyone. I apologize for the delay. My weekly readings haven't been very weekly. We've been lucky enough actually to have two nieces graduate. Both were out of town, so it involved a little bit of travel, but lots of family, which was wonderful. And I'm holding a new stone. Unfortunately, I don't think you can, it's called a seer stone, and it has titanium bits in it, makes it look like angel hair. So in the sunlight, it just glistens with all these gold threads. And for me, stones are very much like decks of oracle cards and shoes. I just can't seem to get enough. Every time I go thinking I'm not going to buy anything this time, I prove myself wrong. So I'm loving this stone right now. I'm anxious to see what it brings me. So let's get to this week's reading. It's probably going to encompass all of June. I've talked to my guides and asked them if we can do a broad June reading, and I would like to do the same for July and August, simply because I will be at the lake and I do have a couple of more trips. So I don't want to commit to the weekly readings and disappoint you having what I need unavailable. I will be starting back up in the fall in September. I would love you to follow me on Instagram, and I would love for you to join me on Facebook, our Spiritually JJ group. I want to start some Monday musings. I'll be looking at starting that in the fall when I commit to having Wi-Fi on a regular basis. And it will be things that I just want you to think about. And I really want to get more interactive. And I've said that before, so let's hope we can do it. I would love to start a online spiritual book club where I would pick a book for September that we would read. I'd like to pick something not daunting, not too big to start with. And then I would love to hear your requests. Is there a spiritual book that you haven't read that you would love to read, or a book that you've read that you think would be wonderful to read in a group? And then I would like to have some online discussions. If we want to figure out a way where we can all be live together, that would be great. But just being able to read a book that we have moments to discuss, either things that really resonate with us, things that we find challenging, or things that really twisted us and helped develop a new way of thinking that we'd like to share. But let's get to the reading. And then I have one more thing to tell you before I say goodbye. So, making sure all the cards are upright. It seemed to be a few were flipped over. I'm using the energy deck. I think summer, spring, fall, even winter, there's always the subtext of energy. And you know, it's one of my favorites. So let's see what card flips out for this week. Whoa, whoa. Oh, they're very active, so that's a good sign. Oh, this card won't go back in, so that's the card. And it is walking away. I know this has appeared in other readings. I don't know if we've had it. I have a feeling that we have. So this is a time of really walking into new things that we are now ready for. And this doesn't always mean, walking away doesn't always mean severing ties or ending things. It's recognizing when something is done and pursuing a forward motion. So I'll give you a very simple example that I'm hearing from them, is having that piece of clothing in your closet that no longer fits. For whatever reason, you've grown taller, it doesn't fit in with the fashion, it doesn't fit your body style anymore, or it doesn't fit the person that you are, doesn't represent you. Walk away from it. Be ready to get rid of it. Because when you get rid of it, you leave space for new. And you don't have to know the new that is coming. But look at what in your life is showing you it's reached its fulfillment. It has finished the need you had for it in its life. And look at freshness and opening up, just like the card, she's looking back. So when you look back, it's often with joy, appreciation, gratitude, and you notice that forward, it is very unknown. There's no clarity yet. But she's surrounded in pink, which is love. The gates are beautiful, but you can see the scissors where some things need to be cut so you can move forward. If you kept your closet literally full with all your clothes that you have ever worn from the age of 12 on, you would see how that would impact your ability to add new clothes, but yet there is a need. Your clothes from when you were 12, 14, 18, 27 no longer serve you. It's time to cut ties with them. There's no judgment in that. It's creating space for new when you don't know what new is. When I moved to Saskatoon, I found that my exercise routine definitely changed because I wasn't working as a teacher, so there's a lot of walking in my day that was now absent. I was finding a kickboxing gym to resume my kickboxing, and I was just adjusting to a new life. Now that I've been here for a while, my activity level is picked up, but there is a lot of work clothes that I had that weren't servicing me because I wasn't working. I loved them. They were beautiful dresses. They didn't fit my body anymore because with my change in activity, my body was changing. So when I put them on, I no longer felt beautiful. And I often looked at them wishing I could wear them, but there was no opportunities in my life. And so finally I decided to clear out my closet because I was looking in my closet, not with joy, but in longing. And I thought, I know I will find new dresses that fit me both physically and my lifestyle so that they will be useful, because right now I have a myriad of dresses that aren't supporting my lifestyle or my physical shape. And I'm not going to hang on to them for when my shape can fit back into them. I'm going to let them go, because even if I could physically fit into them and feel beautiful, they don't service the lifestyle I have here. It isn't a need like when I was teaching. So I cleared out my closet, and there were some items that I was sad to say goodbye because I had loved wearing them. I had spent, and I got lots of compliments when I wore them. I felt great in them, and I really enjoyed them. But now it was time for somebody else to enjoy them. And I was happy to pass them on so that the joy of wearing that dress could continue. They weren't hiding in darkness, never to see the light in my closet. And then since then, I didn't immediately go out in search of clothes to replace them. I just made room. And now I'm excited at the new dresses that I have found that fit my lifestyle, and the new tops and the new pants. So this walking away, there's no negativity or angst or I'm done with that person energy. There's beauty in this card. That is not a gate that you would slam shut. That is a gate to be admired. You are leaving a garden of beauty, going, it's time for me to create a new garden. So when you see some things that no longer service you, no longer work for you, because they've done what they can for you. Not everything in terms of friendship, clothing, furniture, jobs is meant to make a lifetime commitment to us. We have some friends that pop into our life for a year or two. Some jobs that last 10 years, 2 years. But because we move on from them or we feel it's time, be in gratitude that together you have done what needed to be done. And now you're making room for new with a curiosity of not knowing what that new is. So an exciting week of, if you're looking back with joy, appreciation, and gratitude. And when you turn to look forward, you may not see a lot of details, but have that excitement and that curiosity because it's good. And one more thing before we go, I have actually joined an online faculty, so I get back to teaching. You know how much I love that. So if you want to look up the new school, it's metaphysical.school. It has a website, just beginning. We haven't launched yet because there are teachers, our faculty has teachers all across the world, Egypt, Australia, all across the States, Canada, and more are coming on board. They're all related to a spiritual passion. And Tina and her husband, the designers of this website, want to have a place where you can go and learn about a myriad of topics, but you only have to make one stop. So you go into the metaphysical school and then you find out, do you want to learn about card reading? Do you want to learn about stones? Do you want to learn about meditation? Do you want to learn about numerology? And there will be a variety of videos. Right now, as a faculty, we're putting our videos together. And you will be able to streamline them or purchase them for $8. It's $8 American, and which I think is a reasonable price. And you'll be able to find all the bios of the teachers. There should be a variety of us. And I'm super excited about the opportunity. And I have a list of videos in my head, so I'm very excited to get going on the filming. Mine will be very much like the card reading in terms of wisdom that I would just like you to sit with. And I'm also looking at doing a intro to card reading for the school. So I'll keep you posted. So have a wonderful June. I hope to talk to you before July begins. And know that even if I'm not online, I'm thinking of you. And you know I love when you share the video, like the video, subscribe, all those things. And I love it if you'd find me on Instagram, Spiritually JJ. Join our Facebook group if you haven't already. And know that you can always email me, spirituallyjj@gmail.com. If I can't get to you right away, there's a good chance I'm at the lake, no internet. But know when I have internet, I will definitely be looking. I love hearing from you. Have a great June. Thanks. Blessings. Bye-bye.